Hey guys, Jamiy here, and today on Roblox we're playing some more Project Pokemon, as you can see on screen right now. Today we are going to be taking a look at GUZZLORD, obviously one of the Ultra Beasts. It's a pretty good one. It's similar to a Blissey, for example, or a Chansey. Obviously it just doesn't get the Eviolite. Also, this is Project Pokemon. The ability hasn't been added in yet, which kind of struggles a lot with it, because GUZZLORD doesn't really need this ability, but it definitely helps it be more tankier, since obviously it needs a little bit more damage. I'm going to change the ability, not the ability, so the nature in a second. I want the minus speeds. I'll probably just give it like plus physical attack. I guess physical attack will do. Actually, no, I think special attack would be better against this. So yeah, I'll give it special attack. So minus speeds plus special attack. So unfortunately, GUZZLORD in Project Pokemon isn't going to be as good as GUZZLORD in the main Pokemon games or in Brick Bronze when it does come out. The main reason for that, it doesn't get Sleep Talk in this game, I don't think. Because a good set to run on it is Rest, Sleep Talk, for example. Chesto Resto. Chesto Berries aren't in Project Pokemon, I believe. And also, one of its best moves isn't programmed into the game, I believe, which is not Pain Split, what's it called? Stockpile, which increases your physical defense and your special defense by 1 stage, and you can use it 3 times. The reason why this is important is because you look at the HP. I'll quickly show you the base stats of the GUZZLORD's stats, I guess. So real quick, so these are the base stats. We have 223 HP, so that's like almost as good as Blissey's. Not as good if we quickly go to Blissey, because I obviously have one in my party. Blissey has 255, so not as good. But what that also means is that if we go to take a look at the special defenses and the other stats, so if we quick look again at Blissey, the only other stat that's above 100 is the special defense. Whereas if we go look at the GUZZLORD, we can see that we have a good amount of attack and special attack. So we could make it mixed attacker, which I'm doing myself. Or you could make it just a one solo attacker, which would be more useful with a stockpile and rest, which Chesto Berry on that set helps a lot. The only problem is though, it doesn't get Dragon Pulse at all in any games, which is weird. It's pretty slow. It's not as tanky as a Blissey, but we have more defenses than a Blissey, I believe. Or is it a Chansey that I'm thinking of? No, we have more defenses than a Chansey. So this is how I've EV trained mine, mainly because obviously the HP is going to get a slight increase. But if we increase our defenses, both of them, we're going to be able to tank our hits slightly better than if we EV trained HP than the rest of the spot everywhere. If we EV trained, so if we EV train 252 into HP and then 128, 26 in the other 2 stats in the defenses, we're not going to be as tanky as if we just EV trains fully in defense and special defense. That's just how damage rolls usually work. IVs, I really just did not care about the IVs, since it's not that good of a Pokemon in Project Pokemon. But if you do want to use it and just mess around with it, I guess this is how I would specifically run it. If you're wondering why I'm spitting everywhere, it's so hot in the UK. I am sweating my ass off, unfortunately. But I'm going to quickly go change the nature. So yes, GUZZLORD, give it plus special attack, and I'll just give it a minus speed. So we don't really need speed since it's actually very slow, like 43 base speed I believe it was. We aren't going to EV train in speed, we're just going to EV train like that. This is the team that I'm running, GUZZLORD. I've got Blissey just like have it in my team just so I can deal more damage. I've got Beedrill because obviously sweeper, but as you can see I've got mostly physical attackers, which I didn't realize, and then Blissey isn't even a special attacker, it's just a seismic toss attacker. So GUZZLORD, I would say a special attacker would probably be better on it. Unfortunately, like I did say, it doesn't get Dark Pulse. If it got Dark Pulse, not Dark Pulse, Dragon Pulse, it would be a lot better. But you can run Dark Pulse on it, you can run Dragon Claw. I've got a Dragon Rush for a little bit more damage. Since we are a tank, we can just deal a little bit more damage. If we miss, that's okay because we are a tank. We have Iron Tail to mainly deal with fairies because we are Dragon and Dark, 4 times weak to fairy. But with this typing specifically, we have the same typing as a Hydreigon, which obviously same typing, but Hydreigon is fast and can hit pretty hard, whereas GUZZLORD is pretty tanky, can hit kind of like, I guess, good, not the best. But we are very slow, not exactly the best tank in the game, But if we had Stockpile, it would be a lot better, but unfortunately, like I did mention, we do not get Stockpile in Project Pokemon. So unfortunately we have to adapt to those. Running Rest instead of Iron Tail or Flamethrower could be an option if you really wanted to. But obviously we don't really get too many items that really help us with that, since we can't stockpile, so we're going to get hit pretty hard. So I probably suggest just going to full out attacker, just with a bit of bulk to it, so we can deal an okay amount of damage back, because we, like I said, we do have like 100 base attack and special attack, so we can hit pretty hard. So that's how I'm going to be running GUZZLORD, mainly like I said. Dragon Rush is its hardest hitting physical dragon move. If we do miss, like I did mention, we are a tank. If we do miss, it's okay. We're a tank. We should be able to live a hit, unless also we're getting hit by a super effective move. So we've got that. We got Flamethrower mainly for steel types, since also we don't really have too many things to deal with steel types, so that's really great. Iron Tail, like I said, mainly for fairy types. Dark Pulse is stab, so obviously you can hit pretty hard, so that's kind of okay. But anyways, trying to find some battles. Okay, I can't spell. My fingers are so sticky from the heat. Does anyone want to battle? So I gotta start like recording more at night now, because as you can see, my face is going red because of how hot it is. I've got a huge bottle of water, but yeah, okay, so we got ourselves I don't know how to pronounce it. Okay, what team? Is it Mewtwo, Darkrai? Mewtwo, sure, I'll battle that. Not sure how good this is against Mewtwo. Okay, turn on battles. So we'll battle against this guy. Where's my bottle? Okay, so anything goes. I've got my bottle of water, which I don't know how this bottle of water stayed really cold, but that's really great. But yeah, I mean, I think it's only like 22 degrees Celsius, which I think is like, actually no. It would probably, right now, no, that was last night. Right now it's probably around like 30 degrees Celsius, which I think is around like 85 degrees Fahrenheit. Which obviously isn't, people say that isn't too high, but to us Brits, that's very high. Usually we have to deal with rain, so obviously it's a big difference. Usually it's like 0 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. We use Celsius. Is he not accepting? Has he got his Pokemon? Okay, are you ready? He's not accepting anything. Okay, are you ready? Is it possible to beat the whole team with one Pokemon? Yes, Mewtwo, Suicune are the best ones. Okay, he's not ready yet. But other than that, to beat the Elite Four, yes, Mewtwo and Suicune can sweep the Elite Four. But yeah, those are the two easiest. I'd suggest the Suicune mostly, but you have to watch out for like really hard hitters like the Garchomp. But if you have like Ice Beam, then that's okay. You may want to run Carmines. You don't really need Rest. I'd just say Carmines, Ice Beam, Scald, and then maybe a Psyshock or Psychic potentially like that. So those are the best ones. Reason why you don't need Rest for that is mainly because you can just use full restores to heal up and then get rid of the Stars moves as Stars ailments as well. Ailments? I'm not 100% sure, but yeah. But anyway, it's taken quite a long time to get this guy to battle. How long? If he's taken this long to make a team, he's gotta be like making a counter to it most likely. But anyway, I guess I'll be back in a second for when he's got his team ready. Okay then, so now we are back when we might actually get him to come. So he's got a Meloetta. I think that's the only thing he changed. I don't know else. So my main man. I guess we'll start off with the GUZZLORD. If he has the Mewtwo, RSP is gonna hit us pretty hard, but I think we can live one hit. So we're gonna start with the Meloetta, which is a Psychic normal type. So Dark Pulse is gonna be able to hit this pretty hard. So we're gonna go for the Dark Pulse. If you really wanted to, you could just run a special. I'd probably say the special set is a little bit better, but you don't really need the Dragon Dance, I mean, or the Dragon Pulse even. So I mean, I guess you could just substitute that. I'll just run Flamethrower, Dark Pulse. If you want to have Rest, sure, I can. That's okay. But having like a few EVs into special attack doesn't hurt as well. So you could really run that as well. Like if you really wanted to, you could run a full investment into special attack with a modest nature, and then split the rest of the EVs into defense and special defense, or HP if you really wanted to. It's up to you. But as you can see, we're tanking a close comeback from a Meloetta, so we're pretty tanky. Although I don't think we can. Then again, Meloetta is a normal psychic type. When it in its other form, I think it's like a fighting psychic or a fighting normal. I don't remember exactly. I don't really use it that much. Mute, but we've got leftovers, so we're doing okay to like heal recovery. Gonna save the GUZZLORD now though, so when I'm predicting him from using a psychic type move, I can swap in, get a little bit of leftovers HP as you can see. But oh my god, it's so hot. My freaking tash and my sorry excuse for beards is just drenched right now. It's disgusting. Groudon is a normal, or is a pure ground type. Probably gonna go for a earthquake. I'm gonna save this. He's gonna go for an earthquake, right? So I'm probably gonna predict. I guess I'll go into the Weavile. So GUZZLORD, I wouldn't really suggest running Life Orb on it unless you are running the invested into special attack or physical attack, depending on what you want. You could run the physical attacker if you really wanted to with what would be a good example, like Iron Tail, Dragon Pulse, or Dragon Rush or Dragon Claw if you really wanted to. Doesn't get Calm Mind unfortunately, so it's not that great. It doesn't get Hone Claws, I believe. It doesn't get Dragon Dance, I believe. If it does, Dragon Dance isn't that great. It's not really outspeeding too much anyway, so wouldn't really recommend that. So I'd personally, okay, it's gonna go into the Kabutops, which is okay for him, not for us though. Okay, it is a water type and a rock, so I think just brick breaking is a good idea. Don't know if it'll one-hit KO it, but I mean, might as well give it a try. I'm pretty sure that, is this a code? I don't remember. It might be, but yeah, as you can see. Oh, I gotta start recording more at night, because I fell asleep again this night, so yeah, I have to record on the day that I have to upload, so hopefully they finished rendering quick, because yeah. But after I'm done recording, I'm getting out of this room. I'm just gonna freaking sit on my seat and just watch TV apparently, because it's too hot. Ice Punch again. Didn't go into the Raikou, which is interesting. I think the Raikou could have been a better choice than this. Actually, it tanked it, so never mind. It's probably EV Trained then, Fire Blast. Doesn't even one-hit KO us. Interesting. Maybe it's not EV Trained. Maybe I just suck. I don't know. But Ice Punch should be enough to one-hit KO the Groudon now, unless we miss, which would obviously suck. The Mewtwo should outspeed us if it's EV trained, and it should go for an Aura Spear, to be honest. So we could do that. I'm just gonna let him KO my Weavile. I want to go back into my GUZZLORD to see what I can tank against his last few Pokemon. Except from the Raikou, I don't really care about the Raikou. You don't really see too many of them. Plus, you just swap out to something that can tank it and just Earthquake it. But Raikou is obviously electric. Its main moves are electric. Which obviously GUZZLORD resists electric, being dragon, so that's great. I'm just going to Sword Dance, let him KO this. I'm going to go into my GUZZLORD now, see how much damage I can tank against the Latios on half HP, and see how much damage I can deal in return. So this time, I am going to go for a Dragon Rush, I think, is a better option. And we'll see, just see if we can tank one. No, so GUZZLORD can't tank at half HP. I kind of want to try that at full HP then, but guess we can't in this video. Is Beedrill a good option for this? X-Scissor? Sure. X-Scissor's a good option for that. Going to the Beedrill, I guess I'll just sweep up here then really quickly, so Mega Evolve into the X-Scissor. That should be enough to KO the Latios. Unless it's got a Focus Sash, obviously, then I think it would one-hit KO us. So that's okay. I think. I guess we'll see. Actually, if this isn't one-hit KO it, I think we might lose, actually. So hoping it does one-hit KO it, because he hasn't Mega'd yet at all, which is weird, because Mega Pokemon are usually really good to have, so yeah. Okay, X-Scissor, that should one-hit KO, and there we go. Latios is down for the count. Okay, the next one should probably be the Raikou, which I'm going to go into Garchomp, I want to say. I think Garchomp's a good idea. Okay, oh no, he's gonna go into the Mewtwo. I'm just gonna X-Scissor then. Again, that should one-hit KO the Mewtwo, so still haven't tried out the Mewtwo vs GUZZLORD, unfortunately. I'll try and get that for the next battle. Hopefully it works. I want to try an Aura Spear, and I want to try the Latios using Dragon Pulse against me, see if that can help us just tank one hit at least. So obviously that would help a lot. And then for the Raikou, we have Drill Run, obviously. So this should be this KO'd as well. So there we go. Give him the GG. Battle again. Oh wait. Does anyone have Mewtwo? Okay, I'm going to try and see if anyone has Mewtwo. I'm going to see how much a GUZZLORD can tank an Aura Spear against. Okay, can you use it against me first? Doesn't really matter if it's EV trained or not. I can just kind of like estimate how much if it isn't EV or if it is EV trained or towards it isn't. So, any EV trained. If not, that's okay. We can just like estimate it. So I have 6 normal, 1 shiny aura, or 1 shiny, 1 aura. So does he have 1? He does. That is a. Is that a Wish Drachi? I think. Kind of looks like it. I don't exactly know the correct name for it, but it seems like it. Okay, turn the battles on. Okay, is busy. Damn it. Okay, there we go. That should be good. Is it EV trained? I don't remember, but start off with Mewtwo. Okay, start off with Mewtwo. I'm gonna go into the GUZZLORD and see how well this works. So so I'm not myself with an Epic Fist t-shirt into the Mewtwo. Kaylin, use Aura Spear. Okay, use Aura Spear, please. That'd be great. And then I guess I'll just Dark Pulse, see how much damage I can do to him. Okay, Aura Spear. Are you EV trained again? I forgot. Okay. Is he EV trained or not? I wasn't really paying attention, not sure. Okay, I'll check it out. Okay, Aura Spear, we can tank it. So GUZZLORD can tank an Aura Spear against a Mewtwo, which is good. Because usually it runs like Shadow Ball, Energy Ball, which also are both resisted. Psystrike, Psychic is immune, we are immune to it, so that's good. Anything. Okay, so let me just quickly check. I'm just going to run, I'm just going to forfeit really quickly. I'm going to look at his Mewtwo that he posted. So this is 319 speeds. Wait, did I see Jolly? It's Jolly. Why is it Jolly? Can't mind Psystrike. So this one, yeah, this one, like, Aura Spear was the only thing it could hit me with, really, and do damage. So, let me just check the stats again. So, 319 speeds. How much does my Mewtwo have? Wait, what level was that again? Okay, I'm in the PC. What level was it? 100. Okay, so 319, I think. We have 300. Okay, so it's not EV trained. So if it was EV trained, it would do around 2/3 of my HP. So it can tank 1 hit from a Mewtwo, which means it's not that good against a Mewtwo. Unless you just want to like, if it's good if it's in, you can just Dark Pulse it, get a bit of hit off. If you get a critical hit, good. If you are running a EV trained in special attack GUZZLORD, might be able to 1-hit KO it, might. But it's okay to like damage it, then swap out, because obviously you're going to use Aura Spear again, because obviously you're not going to use Energy Ball, Shadow Ball, or Psystrike against it, or as any Psychic type moves at all. Okay, but now let's okay, who wants to battle? I'll just battle some random more people now, but Darkrai we should be okay against, but we are going to get outsped a lot and just hit. I think they usually just run Dark Pulse, Dark Voids. They might run Aura Spear as well, which Darkrai doesn't hit as hard as a Mewtwo, I believe, so we should tank it a little bit better. Okay then, so now let's go battle him again. As you can see, my gosh, I am kind of sweating a lot. Whew. As you can see, whew. Okay, so, oh, it is Wish Z. Don't know how to get that, but okay. Actually, wait. Oh, wait, it's Monday. I think a code might have been out. I guess we'll lead off with the GUZZLORD. He has a Lugia, which might be a good option for us to keep GUZZLORD for, so I might swap out instantly. He's gonna go into his Jirachi, which is okay for us. We're just gonna Dark Pulse it. So Dark Pulse it. Obviously, Iron Tail is gonna be resisted, and so is a Dragon Rush, since also Steel resists both of those. I got paralyzed. That's okay. I'm very, very slow. Okay, that's 1-hit KO. I mean, 2-hit KO. I mean, it's gonna be. He can't really do too much damage to me with this Iron Heads. Sure, as you can see, we can tank that. We can tank a lot of neutral hits and obviously resisted hits a ton, But we kind of do suffer from super effective hits, which are mainly from things that can hit pretty hard, which Mewtwo is also one of the hardest hitting Pokemon and is very, very quick as well. And it's probably not one of the hardest hitters, but it's really good for what it is. Against the Scrafty, we don't really have too much against it, plus it does have a close combat most likely, so I'm going to swap out into the Marshadow, which I think is my best option. He might go for a Dark Pulse or something. Dragon Dance, probably should have predicted that, but oh well. What do we have on this again? I guess I'll close combat. I think we still outspeed it the first turn. Unless it's EV training speed, which doesn't look like he is. Yeah, he isn't. Killing. Close combat, gonna just one hit kill this Drafter. So yeah, I'm still using Marshadow just because, I mean, I didn't really have anything as good as Marshadow that wasn't a Mewtwo. Marshadow's really, really good, but not as good as some Pokemon. Especially because it doesn't have his signature move, which would be OP. K-Line into a Lugia, back into a GUZZLORD. See how much a GUZZLORD can tank against a Lugia. Probably run in Shadow Ball, Psychic, maybe Aerial Blast, maybe Ice Beam. Aerial Blast, that's gonna hit. That's actually, he critical hit us. Damn, that kinda sucks, but oh well. Now let's just go for a Dark Pulse, I guess. I wonder if we can tank one of those again. Go on, just tank it. It missed. Okay, great. Dark Pulse will do not a lot. Looks like this. Oh wait, this might be EV Train then. Oh, just that we can't really do a lot of damage. So I guess I'll just keep Dark Pulse in potentially. So like this matchup isn't that good. Like, okay, I got paralyzed. So I'm gonna swap Outland now. So this matchup, GUZZLORD can't do too much damage to Lugia. Or we can tank a good amount of hits from it as well. So at full HP, if it's still an Aerial Blast, he should be able enough to like 5-6 KOs, but because we're healing, maybe like 8 KOs with an Aerial Blast if it doesn't critical hit us, so that's great to know, so that's good. Back into the Blissey just to tank this up. I guess I'll just Toxic Stall it then. Aerial Blast, we're gonna get hit. Kind of okay. Critical hit again. Damn, this guy likes getting critical hits against me. Okay, Toxic. That should be good against the Lugia, obviously. Actually, how long was the last clip? Because I'm dying in the seats. I'm trying to like wrap up this video quick because of how hot it is. So it's like 20 minutes so far. I'll do like another battle after this, just like show it off a little bit. But Seismic Toss just like deal damage now. He has the Slaking, which is gonna be interesting, and has the Cresselia. Cresselia might have Moonblasts or Dazzling Gleam, which also might honestly one-hit kill a GUZZLORD, so probably don't want to try that at all. Seismic Toss again, the Lugia. He's going to Aerial Blast. Not going to go for a Recover or a Roost. I actually don't think he gets Roost, he might just get Recover. But interesting, not going to do any of those, but Lugia's going to go down. He should now go into his Slaking, which I might go into my Marshadow, because he should go for like a Return. Oh, he's going to go into the Luna. Okay, I'm just going to Toxic, and okay, it's Calm Minding, so I need to go into my, I want to go into the GUZZLORD now, just so I can see how well we can tank, because I'm predicting a Psyshock or a Psychic, so let's just hope, or I could just use it again, which I guess is okay as well, so I guess we'll just see. If you use a Shadow Ball though, might just be enough to KO us after this. Okay, it's Calm Minded, might just be enough to KO us, might. Not 100% sure. So now that is increasing the special defenses, I'm going to use a physical attack just to make sure I deal an okay amount of damage. I'm going to go for the Dragon Rush, I believe, which should do more damage now. Ice Beam. Okay, so it actually has an Ice Beam. Forgot that it gets that, to be honest, but that's okay. If it's running Moonblast, I would have done more, so we wouldn't have lived anyway, so that's okay. Into the Marshadow, we can just Shadow Sneak it now, which is great. Okay, Shadow Sneak, that should be enough to one-hit kill the Luna, I believe, unless it's EV trained in defense, which I think it might be. Yeah, it is, because it's Luna, so it's the coded one. Okay, lost some HP. He's gonna Charge Beam, which has a chance to increase his special attack. Yeah, special attack. Wouldn't really suggest Calm Mind and Charge Beam, to be honest. You don't really need both of them. Probably just suggest Thunderbolt if you are running Calm Minds. Mewtwo, I'm just going to quickly Shadow Sneak it again just to make sure I get it down to low hit points, and I can just sweep up with another Pokemon, obviously. Whew. Yeah, I'm not going to lie, it doesn't help that I've got this computer on, got my PS4 on, got my laptop on which is behind me, got this lamp on, and then my big light on, just so the webcam is like as good as it possibly can be for the lighting. So probably doesn't help being hot, plus the headphones, plus I'm wearing a hat. I don't know why, mainly because I'm lazy, and because I am sweating, my hair is just gross, so no thank you. Get into the slaking, we outspeed it, so close combat. And that should be the win, unless it survives. Please. I kind of really hope it gets KO'd, and... Hey, we won't hit KO it, there we go. Give him the GG. Okay, who else wants to battle? So let's try and find another battle and see how well we can do this. So we've got... I've already battled you. Okay, so there we go. Got a win, which is okay. Yellow. So yellow is another champion. Mewtwo. That Primeape looks cool. Let's go for a battle then. Okay. So let's hope that we do good against this team, which wait, he can't. Why? What? Why? Jamiy, I'm battling the 8th gym. Wish me good luck. Okay, good luck. But Genesect, Garchomp. I wonder if we can tank a hit from a Garchomp. Is he ready to battle yet? Okay, there we go. So then, slaking. Oh, it's sort of the Genesectra Salamence it looks like, and Starmie for the Primeape. Oh, damn it! I thought I was gonna use a Primeape, but nope. Just got meta Pokemon, I guess. I'll lead off with the GUZZLORD, I guess. It's a weird name, GUZZLORD. So I'm not really sure about that. Starmie, we can actually hit this kind of hard, but he's gonna Ice Beam us. But GUZZLORD isn't that great. Let's see how much damage we can do against this thing. To be honest, probably has a Focus Sash. Or leftovers, one or the other. Ice Beam, actually, like half. Dark Pulse, just not enough, unfortunately. We're gonna get a heal, but I mean, I don't really want to get hit by that again. I'm gonna go into my Blissey, and I'm just gonna Seismic Toss. So yeah, maybe EV training it a little bit into special attack is good enough, because obviously you get through a lot of Pokemon, so maybe that might be a good idea. So might want to try that as well, because it's got a lot more physical attacks and it's got a little bit higher physical attack than special attack, but it doesn't get like Dragon Pulse, unfortunately, for special attack as well. But if it gets burnt, it's kind of screwed because it's not going to hit that hard at the beginning, so why would it now? Don't really need this, but I'm going to save it for the Kyogre. So he should go for like a close combat, a fighting type or a normal type move. So yeah, GUZZLORD's kind of weird. Double edge, that's fine. I'm just gonna close combat then. So GUZZLORD in this game, not that good. If it had stockpile, it'd definitely be a lot better since it can make itself more tankier. But if you are gonna run that, you mainly want to run a Chesto Resto, which is Chesto Berry, which wakes you up instantly as you get put to sleep. Rest, also to heal. Then you want Toxic to Toxic Stall. Then you want Stockpile to raise your defenses. And then after that you want Dark Pulse most likely. If you run if you did get Dragon Pulse and you ran Dragon Pulse, you're gonna get stopped by Fairy types because you can't hit them. If you run Dark Pulse, you're gonna find a few resistances, which obviously isn't that great, but I mean you're still hitting everything. Or you could run Crunch if you wanted to, but if you do get burnt, you need to rest it off, so it kind of sucks. So I suggest probably a special attack would probably be best for it, but it depends. I'm going to go to the GUZZLORD now. Hopefully we can tank a hit from this thing, which would be nice. So Dark Pulse. Not sure if it's EV trained. If it is, it might... Nope, we tank it. So it seems to be okay with a Mewtwo, but not really. It's not the best since it does have Aura Spear. So wouldn't really recommend it, to be honest. If it had Beast Boost, definitely like come in as a revenge killer for a Mewtwo, because you're gonna tank one hit, and then you'll kill it if it's under like half hit points. So that means obviously, oh wait, are we gonna get hit pretty hard, aren't we now? I can't swap out, so I guess I'll just Dragon Rush it. Come on, miss. Oh, I wish it's missed. That'd be nice to see how much damage I did to this, but it had Intimidate. Oh, actually, no, Intimidate isn't actually programmed for PvP yet. So, yeah, it's kind of still weird. So, it's okay. But if it had Beast Boost, it would be a lot better because you get your highest stat increase, which in my situation would be... Actually, what is my highest stat on GUZZLORDs? I would get more special attacks, so that means I'd be more prone to starting to sweep with. So having this set is actually really good now that I think about it. If you EV train it a little bit in special attack, you don't even need to EV train it, to be honest. You could just run this exact set, Modest Nature low, give it Modest Nature, give it Dark Pulse, Toxic, Stockpile, and Rest with the Chesto Berry. You don't need the Chesto Berry, but it just helps to like set up a little bit on it. So you could use Stockpile twice, Rest, Stockpile again. You got all your stockpiles off, your full HP pretty much, so you can tank hits like it's your day job. But that's a really good shout. Into Blissey now. So that's a good thing that I'd recommend. Obviously those moves aren't all in Project Pokemon, especially Stockpile and Berries aren't in the Project Pokemon. I'm actually not sure why Stockpile isn't. Maybe it's because Wish can't program it to stop it using it 3 times rather than 6 times like can every other move like Calm Mind. But I'm not even sure if it is in the game. If it is, I don't know why GUZZLORD doesn't get it, so I'm just assuming that it isn't in the game, but it honestly might be, just that I'm forgetting where it is. But it should be a move, relearn move, and it's not in there, so not sure about that. There's a Blizzard. That's not really going to hit pretty hard, so I'm okay with that. Seismic Toss, just take down the Kyogre with this. If we can get a Toxic on the Garchomp, go for it, I guess. But, yeah, GUZZLORD, it's okay. It's pretty mediocre, though. Actually, no, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good Pokemon. It's really good, because if you revenge kill Pokemon like Mewtwo, for example, if they're under half HP, you come in, you take 1 hit, you Dark Pulse it, you get special attack, then you start going for your setup with stockpiles, stuff like that. Then obviously you're going to be more tankier, you just got a special attack increase, so you're going to hit a lot harder now. So it's a really good Pokemon. The typing sucks, having quite a few weaknesses, weak to Bug, Fairy by 4 times, Fighting, Dragon. What's another weakness that we have? Ice. We have quite a few weaknesses that are very common, so obviously that sucks about it. But oh, it's Sword Dancing, damn. Why would you? Oh, there we go, hits, nice. But wait, do we have Protect on this set? I don't remember. Oh, we do. Okay, Protect. But it kind of sucks because we can't exactly. Oh, it's Sword Dancing again, damn. But we don't get a Stockpile. Stockpile is pretty much like one of the best moves on GUZZLORD to make us more tankier. So not having that obviously really sucks. So this is how I probably would suggest running it in Project Pokemon. But to be honest, since it doesn't have the Beast Boost, it's not really doing anything, to be honest. So I wouldn't really recommend using this at all. But just in case you wanted to try it for yourself, and that's how I would specifically run it. It's okay. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it's not that good, I'll be honest. So there we go. But anyway, might as well wrap that up. So give him the GG, but I think I'm going to leave that off there. But that's how I would specifically run the GUZZLORD in Project Pokemon right now. Like I said, in future, if more moves are added in, I'd recommend the Resto, Chesto if Berries are added in. Also, you can just use it in Brick Bronze when it just come out. So Resto, Chesto. Leftovers would be also a good shout as well if you really wanted to instead of the Resto, Chesto. It depends on what situations that you are put into. But Rest, Toxic, just a Toxic Stall, things that you can't hit, can't hit neutrally. For example, Fairy type Pokemon, obviously Dark Pulse isn't doing a lot, so you Toxic Cleanse, so you've got Toxic. Stockpile obviously to increases your defenses, and then give it Dark Pulse, because if you do get burnt, your special attackers aren't going to get decreased, your physical attackers, so it kind of helps having special attackers rather than physical attackers. So Dark Pulse has a chance to flinch if someone that is slower than you, but it's very rare that will happen since obviously GUZZLORD is very slow. That's how I would run it. Dark Pulse, just hit anything neutrally. If it's going to be resisted, most likely you want to Toxic it, which you hit Poison and Steel neutrally, so you should be able to Toxic everything else, so it's pretty good. So I'm going to leave off there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you want to use GUZZLORD, that's how I would specifically run it in Project Pokemon. Like I said, it's not that good to be honest in Project Pokemon. I wouldn't really recommend using it. Cresselia is another tank. It can get poisoned. I'd probably suggest running Cresselia over this, to be honest, along with a Blissey. It's probably one of the best tanks in the game right now, especially with the Flash Cannon. Doesn't get Heavy Slam, unfortunately, which would make it a lot better. Which GUZZLORD also can get Heavy Slam, just isn't programmed into Project Pokemon. So you could run that instead of the Iron Tail like I ran whenever it might be added in. But we'll leave it off there. Hope you guys enjoyed, and like always, I'll see you guys next time.